Hi. All right, I'm going to show you how I make a page for my coloring page and show you how I go from taking an actual drawing and then from the drawing go from a stage and then how I have to use tracing paper and how I clean up the pencil sketches. So, for example, this here is a mandala here that I'm making, and it's only half because when I make a mandala, I just do half of it and then I flip it over so that the sides meet, and then I can add any embellishments on the side, but the circle will be the same. And you see here how these are all crappy because I traced it first, I drew it first, and I traced it, and then if you mess up, I probably sneezed or something, who knows. But, it happens. And so when you mess up, there's ways to fix it. And so I'm going to show you a couple little things here that I do, okay? So let's go and open, I want to add something on here. So I'm going to go and open a scan that I just did. So here's a scan of my little sketch here of a little embellishment that I'm going to view it in actual size, okay? So now you got to find it because when it's big like this, you can lose it in the, now, by the way, if that happens, there is a way you can find it again. I can show you that trick, but all right, so now you can see, all right, now, even though I traced over it, I used tracing paper and I traced over my original pencil sketch, but the pencil sketch showed up because I forgot to take the original that I was tracing off of the backing, and so the backing showed up on here. But either way, if you did it in pencil first and you made a pencil sketch, then it would still show up and you'd have all this crap here, and nobody wants that. So there's a couple things, and then there's a lot of ways to do everything, just like computers. There's a million ways to do stuff, but this is what I'm finding works for me. So I take a look at it first, and there's a lot of ways you could save something really quick. Like instantly. So the first thing we're going to do is you try your levels, which is right here. Your levels controls all the background and the darks and the lights. It sounds confusing, but it isn't. Watch. You just take it from here. This I don't even know what all this means. I just know it works. So every time I do it the same way, I just grab it over here and then I move it down. Look at that. Half of it's already gone. This is like instant magic. I don't have to go in and, try to erase every little spot because see, if I didn't do that, I would have to go over here and I have to go get my ink, get a background color, then go to my brush, and then I would have to, go in here and you would take your brush and you go in here and then you clean it all up, right? Well, that is really tedious to go and do all that. When all you got to do is go over here, hit your levels, and then, woo, look at that. And you just do it to where you can see when the little spots that you want. Like pick an image to look at. Like let's say I'm looking right here at this area right here, right? So I just kind of work on that until I can see that that's gone and make sure I'm not losing anything. Like if you were going to do something with eyes or something, maybe keep focused on the eyes and just get your level to where you think that you like it. Now here, I just take this to put the dark back in and make it dark again because you don't want it like this. This isn't going to work. So now you have your drawing. Now that was really quick. And then now all you got to do is obviously you're going to have to go in through here, and of course you go in there, but there's just so little of it to work on, and if you got to always remember to flatten your layer and flatten it again because there's other things that you could do. So like let's say these images here it's too sharp. It's just too sharp, right? So you could just go to filter and then hit blur and then go to Gaussian blur. Now what it'll do is it'll get rid of all that really sharpness on the edges. So let's go back and hit view, and then let's go into view fit on screen. Now take your magnifying glass just so you can see it bigger, and then you can just check it out and see how you like the look of it. And you can say, okay, that's still, I'm not sure if that's good enough. And you have to just keep working with it. You can go to sharpen, and there's a thing called unsharp mask, which will bring in all this. But if you see, like a lot of times, like I just did, it'll happen where you just forget to make sure that you, like in this case, there's just the background right here. But if you hit Control J and make another layer, then you can have that layer because this one's locked. So if you see that nothing's working, you're going, why isn't that little trick working? And then you're going to find out, well, because I forgot to flatten it. And you want to work on the layer that you're working on. So you can further do levels in here. It's just a matter of playing around with it until you get the look that you want. But as you can see, half of those, I mean, almost all of those pencil sketches were done. Now see all these circles? I mean, these were just quick little circles. So now, I mean, there's, you know, a little work that you got to do if you're not going to be really perfect on your first initial sketch, which, I mean, who is? Now you could go and you can get your fancy brushes, you know, like you can go in your brush tools, and then I have little circles, and I would just, you know, you'd go in here and you make your circles and make them, you know, a color. I make them black first, and then, so I would, like, for a circle, for example, if I don't have a brush tool, I would just make a black. Let's just say I want a black, right? And then I need a little ring around it. And I know there's like millions and millions and millions and millions upon millions of ways of doing these things. And I would just put a white circle inside of the black circle, and then you have a perfect ring. You know what I mean? And if you want it works the same way. I mean, there's so many tricks. There's, like, seriously millions of tricks. But I just know that for me, getting rid of those pencil sketches was such a pain in the ass. It was like, oh, it's the worst part. And still there's like little, you know, like this kind of stuff you got to clean. And anyways, you just have to spend your time with stuff like that. You go through here and you get in all these edges. Because, you know, when people are coloring, especially, they're looking right at the piece. So it has to be really, really clear. And you're just going to have to go in. But when you do those, the levels and then the contrast and stuff, like I say, it just gets rid of pretty much all the crap that you need to get rid of. And then there's another thing here. Let's see if I can teach you another little trick. Let's go to fit on screen again. So let's say I want to add something to this. So if I wanted to, say, move this over here, all right, then I would size it up, move it, and I would rotate it, and I would do all those things. But you want to make the element that you're working on, which, like this one in this case would be, you don't want to work on it on this side, on your good side, where your piece is going to be. You want to work on it over here. So you want to clean up as much of this as you can. I'm going to start putting up videos, so if you follow me, I'm really new at this video thing, like really new. So I kind of suck at it, but I have been doing this for almost 30 years. So I understand all these things, and I want to share them with you, because when you watch these videos and stuff, I don't know, makes me feel good, I guess, to know that I'm helping people. Because I know that when I was trying to figure stuff out, I'm like, oh man, all I want to do is draw. I want to draw, and I want to put a video out there. But then there was so much to it. You clean up your sketches, and you got to do what you got to be a computer genius as well as an artist. So anyway, that was a little trick that I thought I'd teach you. So please like and subscribe to my video to encourage me to make more. That would be awesome. And tell me if there's anything else you want to know about, because I pretty much have done anything. So thank you very much for watching, and please don't hate my sucky video. Bye. Now I got to figure out how to end it and edit it. So, oh, here's the fun part.